guys, it's Cody Rants here, and welcome back to another video of me reading my 100th book of the year, which is really exciting. I'm actually currently reading 2 books right now, and I'm not sure which one is going to be my 100th book of the year, but I'm basically just going to film me reading for the next day. I'm not sure which one it will be. Probably the arc that I'm reading on my Kindle, because I am only 2.5 hours away from finishing this book. So I'll probably finish this one first, but I'm also really enjoying this other book. But I'm most certain it'll probably be the arc because I can read it in bed and it is almost midnight. So I'm probably going to read my Kindle book in bed tonight. I'm really excited to read and just do a fun little vlog for you guys. I hope you guys are excited for a mood reading vlog. I haven't done one of these in a little bit, so that's my plan. So let me tell you a little bit about the books that I'm planning on reading in the next 24 hours. The first one is an advanced reader's copy, or also known as an ARC, that I received from NetGalley, and it's from Tor Publishing. It is called Firebird by Juliet Cross. I don't know the exact date that the book does come out, but I will put the date on the screen along with the actual cover of the book, because I just have an EPUB file on my Kindle. It doesn't really show a pretty cover on there, but that's because the book isn't out yet. But it's basically about this girl named Melina. She has these empathic powers. Unfortunately, her family was murdered by Romans, because this does take place during like the Roman period where there's like a Caesar and stuff. Melina is working with these people called the Celtics to help them defeat the Romans. Unfortunately, she doesn't do well with the Celtics, and the Romans do defeat the Celtic clan that she is with. And the main male character in the story, his name is Julian. He's the general of the Romans. In this period, basically the Romans can turn into dragons, which I think is a very cool concept, and I'm personally really enjoying that. Well, Julian sees Melina about to be attacked by one of his soldiers, and he turns into a dragon and basically puts her in his mouth as a dragon and flies her to his little villa and is like, "You're my body slave. No one can touch you." Grr. And it's very interesting. You also find out all these things about Julian, where he's actually secretly trying to take down the Caesar, and he is trying to find people to help him with that. He does have a friend, a little buddy, who's trying to help him with that as well, and they're meeting secretly to do that. I'm at around 60% and the romance just kind of started, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a fun, goofy time. I only have like 2.5 hours of reading this book left, so this will probably end up being my 100th book of the year, which is kind of cool. And I do need to give a review on NetGalley, so I will probably try to finish this in the next day if I really can. And then the other book that I'm reading right now is Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young, and I'm really enjoying this book as well. And I was a little worried I wouldn't enjoy it because it does have a trope I don't like, which is accidental pregnancy. It's about this girl named Winifred and this guy named Bo who hook up at a Halloween party, and they both have disabilities, and Miss Winifred gets pregnant, and so they're trying to deal with the consequences of that. But I'm really enjoying this book as well, so I'm gonna try to read these books in the next 24 hours if I can. So that's my plan for the next 24 hours, and I'm gonna start reading. So I've been sitting here in bed reading the book for the past like hour and a half, and I'm on the last 30 minutes of this book. I'm at 92% of the arc. There is something so crazy happening. I want to put it off. Help me procrastinate. How are you? How are you doing? Is your life doing well? This book is just so good, and I'm so sad that it's almost over. I almost don't want to finish it just so it never ends, but I have to, because I literally have to review it for NetGalley. But oh my god. I finished the book and it was a little disappointing. I really do like this story, and I'm a little sad that the ending was just so underwhelming, but I did enjoy the story a lot, and it did leave it open for other books in the future, which is cool. I'm really excited to continue this series. I will definitely be buying a physical copy of this book when it comes out on April 8th. because I do know the date it comes out now. But I am really excited to continue this series because it was a very good book. It just had a couple of hiccups for me personally, mostly with the magic system was a little complicated for me and my brain, and I felt like there were a lot of questions I had, but it is the first book in a series, so I am giving it some leeway, which is why I'm not rating it lower. And I also really enjoyed the two main characters, Melina and Julian. They are everything to me. There is spice in this book, so if you are not a fan of spice, just skip the spice. It literally adds nothing to the story. That's why I'm not a big fan of spice in books, because it doesn't do anything. It's just there to be there, and I don't really like that. Unless it adds something to the story, don't put it in your book. But I did really enjoy the book. I'm gonna settle on a rating of 4.25 for this book, and it is my 100th book of the year. Yay, we did it. 100 books. The funny thing is my Storygraph says that I'm at 99 now, but my Goodreads says 100, and I don't know why. Because I did start using Storygraph like towards the end of the year, and I think just one of my books didn't transfer over, but I'm actually at 100, so I'm really excited. 100th book of the year, bitch. But yeah, I am gonna go to bed now because it is 4:04 a.m. It's the next day and I'm really tired. It's around 1 p.m. and all I've done today is just eat my lunch. I've done nothing else today. I woke up really late. I woke up around 11 a.m. I did go to bed at like 5 a.m. after finishing that book Firebird, and I did reach my 100th book of the year on Goodreads, which is very exciting. I have been working really hard to reach that goal, and I'm really proud of myself that I was able to do it. But when I went to Storygraph to mark that I finished my book Firebird, I was like, okay, we're gonna reach 100 books on here too. This is so fun. Why does it say that I've only read 99 books? What is going on, Storygraph? I think that when I transferred my files from Goodreads to Storygraph, a book got lost, and I cannot be bothered to go look up what book it was that didn't get transferred over. So we're just gonna read our 100th book of the year for the second time because I cannot be bothered. I want both of them to say that I've read 100 books today. I want it right now. So this is going to be our 100th book of the year for the second time, okay? This is going to be a very weird video of me reading 100 books 2 times. So I'm going to continue reading out on a limb. Okay, so I have a book update for you guys. I'm now on chapter 15 in the book. I'm on page 135, and there's been some updates. So Wynn has told Bo that she's pregnant, and he took it really well because you found out that he had cancer, and he didn't think it was possible for him to have children. So he's actually really excited, and they go to their first doctor appointment together, and they see the baby, and the baby was moving all around, and they were so excited about that. And then you also find out that she is living in a 6th floor walk-up apartment, and Bo really wants to be involved with the baby, and he asks her if she would like to move in with him because it'll be easier for her, and plus he'll be able to get to know her better, and also he can help with the baby. And so she agrees, and just now she just moved into his house with him, and he's away at a conference when she moves in, and she has her own bedroom, and they turned his office into the nursery, but it's empty right now. They're gonna probably, I guess, make it together or something, but it's so cute. I'm really enjoying the story so far, and that's all I have. Okay, new book update. I am now on chapter 18. I'm on page 171. These are my tabs so far. I have quite a bit of tabs. If you want to know what my categories are, these are them. I have green for funny, blue for characters, pink for cute, yellow for sad, this lighter orange for shocking, darker orange for good quotes, and red for rude. So this is all the stuff I have, and they're just getting to know each other, and they just had like a fun little movie date where they were hanging out and watching Lord of the Rings. 42% through, which is great. I'm gonna take a little break for a little bit, and then I'm gonna read some more later because I kind of want to go take a shower and eat. But yeah. It's 11 p.m. and I'm finally doing the outro to this video. I actually finished this book out on a limb hours ago, but I ate dinner with my mom and we watched It Ends With Us on Netflix and had pizza. So I'm filming this a little late, but I did finish Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. These are all my tabs. I did have quite a few tabs reading this book, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts on the book. I really enjoyed it. I am going to give it a rating of 4.5, which I think is pretty generous for this book. I didn't feel like there was a lot really going on in the plot, but it was enjoyable. It just felt like a cutesy romance, and I really did enjoy the romance between Winifred and Mr. Bow here. Towards the end of the book, there was just a lot of smut that I really just didn't think was necessary, and that's part of the reason I'm dropping my rating from a 5 to a 4.5, because I was feeling a 5, and then the smut happened, and then I'm like, no. Like, it was just kind of cringy the way they were talking to each other. It was just a little much, and I absolutely did not think that was necessary. I think if you're gonna put smut in a book, have a good reason for it. Have it mean something. Show me something that makes this worth me reading with my eyes. Yeah, that was this book, but I did really enjoy everything else besides the smut, so I am going to give it a 4.5 rating. I did really like the ending. I thought it was a cute ending. It made sense. I'm a little surprised it took 350 pages to get there, but yeah, it was really cute. I wish there was more of a conflict also in the story. It just felt like very easy peasy lemon squeezy. I just wanted a little more things to happen, but it didn't, so it felt a little flat at the end. But yeah, it was a really cute book. We did find out a lot about Beau's mom, which was really sad. It made sense why he acted the way he did with Win with the pregnancy, because he was reliving trauma with his mom, and it was just really sad. So that concludes this video. I have read 2 books in this video, and I have finally reached 100 books being read on Goodreads and Storygraph. I still don't understand what book is missing on Storygraph to where I had to read an extra book for me to reach 100 on there, but we're done.